Miss Eliza, I hear you're quite delighted with George Wickham. No doubt he forgot to tell you among his other communications that he's merely the son of old Wickham, the late Mr. Darcy's steward. But Eliza, as a friend, let me recommend you not to give credit to all his assertions. Wickham treated Darcy in an infamous manner. Don't remember the particulars, but I do know that Mr. Darcy was not in the least to blame.
His coming to the country at all was remarkably insolent.
I pity you, Eliza, for the discovery of your favourite's guilt. But really, considering his descent, one could not expect much better. His guilt and his descent appear by your account to be the same. I've heard you accuse him of being nothing worse than the son of Mr. Darcy's steward, and he informed me of that himself. Beg your pardon? Excuse my interference. It was kindly meant.
Innocent girl, Lizzie. I see nothing in her paltry attack but her own willful ignorance and the malice of Mr. Darcy.
Yes, but Lizzie... Mr. Bingley did say that though he does not know the whole of the history, he fears that Mr. Wickham is by no means a respectable young man.
Does he know Mr. Wickham himself?
No, not at all.
Oh, then he's had his account from Mr. Darcy. I've not the least doubt of Mr. Bingley's sincerity. Of course he would believe his friend, and it does him credit. But as to the other two gentlemen, I shall venture to think of them both as I did before.
Lizzie, I'm so happy. Do you think he likes me a little?
I suspect that he likes you very much indeed.
You silly girl.
Is that Mr. Darcy of Penley in Derbyshire?
I believe so.
I must make myself known to him immediately.
But,
He's
sir...
the nephew of my esteemed patroness, Lady Catherine.
Mr. Collins, he will consider it an impertinence.
Mr. Darcy?
Will you please accept the humble apology of one who's only just learned that you are the nephew of my esteemed patroness, Lady Catherine de Bourgh?
I entreat your pardon for not presenting myself to you sooner.
Well, Mr. Darcy, I am in the happy position of being able to inform you that her ladyship was in the best of health 8 days ago.
I'm glad to hear it. Yes. What is your name, sir?
My name is William Collins, Mr. Darcy, and I have the very great honor to... Well...
We are so much looking forward to the marriage, my Jane and Mr. Bingley.
Now there will be a great marriage.
Such a charming man, so rich, living only 3 miles from Longbourn. And his sisters are so fond of Jane. They desire the connection just as much as I do. But of course, this will be such a splendid thing for my younger girls. Jane's marrying so well. This must throw them in the way of other rich men.
Ma, he will hear you.
I don't care if he does.
What is Mr. Darcy to me, pray, that I should be afraid of him? I'm sure we owe him no such particular civility as to be obliged to say nothing he may not like to hear.
Madam, for heaven's sake, speak low. You will never recommend yourself to Mr. Bingley by offending Mr. Darcy.
Shall we not have some music? I have a great desire for a song. Caroline, can we persuade you? No. Miss Mary Bennet. I see you've anticipated me.
Extremely well, child. You've delighted us long enough. Let the other young ladies have time to exhibit.
If I was so fortunate as to be able to sing, I should have great pleasure, I am sure, in obliging the company with an air. Indeed, I should. For I consider music as a very innocent diversion and perfectly compatible with the profession of a clergyman.
The rector of a parish must make such agreement for tithes as may be beneficial to himself without being offensive to his patron. He must improve his dwelling, making it as comfortable as possible. He must have attentive and conciliatory manners towards everybody, especially those to whom he owes his preferment.
Everything conspires to vex me this evening. Would that it would end.
My fair cousin, would you do me the honor of dancing with me once more?
No, thank you, sir. I'm a little tired. Why do you not stand up with another young lady? I will introduce you to any young lady in the room.
My dear Miss Elizabeth, dancing is not for me the principal object of this evening's activities. My chief aim is, by delicate attentions, to recommend myself to you. And with that object in view, I shall make a point of remaining close to you for the rest of the evening.